Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's been a while I posted videos or blogs. So yeah, I've been busy for a while, like work and moving from one place to another had been keeping me busy. But I'm back, so you can expect more videos and blogs from me starting now. So let's dive into today's video. Like today morning, I was like, okay, I've got to make a video. I've got to make an inspirational video. I've got to inspire women to do more stuff, like, dream big. Like, yeah, when I thought of that, when I think of like, when I try to inspire people, I try to inspire through celebrities or like some amazing stuff. So when I thought of making an inspirational video, the first set of people that came to my mind were Oprah, Ellen, Billie Jean, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and people like that. But not to say that these people are not inspirational, I look up to them the most. But in the process of looking up to celebrities, we often miss the amazing Wonder Women in our own life, living in our own houses next to us, and we don't even realize that they are actually Wonder Women. So I'm dedicating today's video to one such person in my life. And she is, I should say, my most favorite Wonder Woman. And she's been she's a really good friend of mine, and I've seen her grow to a Wonder Woman from a really small, shy girl. So yeah, I'm here today to dedicate my video to my favorite Wonder Woman in my own life. So the person I'm going to talk about today, my favorite Wonder Woman, is one of my undergrad friends from College of Engineering, Gindi. Her name is Pavitra. And most people who are watching this video and who know me personally, I'm pretty sure they'd know her too, because we've been like really good friends for a long time now. And so I did my undergrad with her. We were together for 4 years, and then I came to US to do masters, and she started working in a tech company back in India. And while all this was happening, like she was always dissatisfied with one thing. Like she always wanted to become a doctor since childhood, but due to various reasons, various pressures, she was pushed into engineering. She was forced to do BE in computer science. I'm pretty sure most engineers here would empathize with this scenario. Like you're pushed to do something which you don't really want to do, and like yeah, she was pushed into engineering, and like she did, but she never let that dissatisfaction ruin her life. She did really good in her studies. She got a good job. The job was paying her well. But all this was happening, she was always feeling bad. Like she was always feeling dissatisfied on some level that she couldn't become a doctor. So like she was trying to make that dissatisfaction go away somehow. She was trying to live a fulfilled life, but there was something that was bothering her in terms of work. But if you see her, you would never believe that she has so much dissatisfaction or something like that in her life. And she had some other troubles too that she was facing during her work, and she would never let any of that come into her happiness. Like she was always happy, and she was actually making others around her happy. So you wouldn't really imagine that she would have some problems in her own life, because you just think that people who make you laugh are always happy themselves, but that's not the case. So after I should say like 2.5 years into her work, she called me one day and she said that she's gonna give a shot at NEET. And I was honestly shocked. And I mean, like, I don't know how to express how I felt, because that's a big decision. That's a really big decision. And she trusted me, and she said that, like she's planning to do NEET. And if she cracks NEET, like she wanted to go back and do medicine under UG in medicine, MBBS. And I honestly didn't know how to react. I have to apologize to her. I don't even know if I reacted the right way when she said that to me. I don't remember. But what I do remember is I was shocked to my very core that I didn't know how to react. But one thing, as I thought about it, I felt like what she was doing was a very, very bold decision, which needs a lot of thought put into it. And she was really strong, man. She was damn strong. Like, because just imagine, for a girl who's like 2 or 3 years into her work, the kind of pressure that she would have most likely is to like get married, or like, especially like even for a guy when he's like going back to college, like that, to undergrad college after 2 or 3 years of work, people would just say you're outrightly stupid. Like, people would say, why are you ruining your lives? Like, you did UG in engineering for 4 years, you wasted your life, now you're going back and doing medicine, like this is a total waste of time. People are, I mean, it's a big decision, I agree, and people who said that to her did tell it to her out of concern, which we get it. But despite all that, she made the very bold decision to go back to college, and she did her first semester, first year really, really successfully, and now she's into her second year. I think she's gonna complete second year. She has to excuse me if I'm wrong with the like the number of her duration of college. I'm bad at remembering the details. So I felt like what she was doing was like so fucking inspirational, because like it's really hard, guys. It's really, really hard for anybody to like, go back to college and start from UG all over again, because it's not, there are like two problems here. One is you're doing something which no most people are not doing. You're standing against the crowd, and standing against the crowd, as inspirational as it might sound, is not easy. It's inspirational, guys, but it's not easy, because standing against the crowd, you'll always have that feeling like, you better be right. Because like, yeah, when you're against the crowd, you want to make sure that you're right, but the irony here is you won't know if you're right unless you actually stand out and go through the pain. So like, she was definitely ready to take that leap. She was definitely ready to stand out. She was ready to stand against the crowd, and she cracked NEET, and she got into a very reputed medical college. And I'm not revealing the details here for obvious reasons, but that really inspires me a lot, because as I said, the first problem is you always have the fear, like, what if this goes wrong? What if this goes south? Like, you better be right. You always have that feeling. And the second reason why doing something like this is so fucking hard is because it's very easy to get demotivated by people around you, because it's very hard when you're standing against the crowd, like when when you're doing something which majority of the people are not doing. Most of the things that you hear are negative things. According to them, they are telling it to you out of concern, which is actually right, but sometimes there are things that you have to do, for which you have to stand against the majority. And for her, this was one such thing. But people around her were definitely trying to put her down. Like, I know how many days she felt really bad about people bitching about her for doing something like this. But none of that, she was sad. I'm not saying like, she acted dramatic and she made a show that she's the best woman in the world. No, she didn't do that. She was being plain and simple. She did get upset. She did feel bad when people were trying to put her down, but she kept all that aside and she pursued her education, and she never let any of the negative energy get into the way of her doing her education. And she cleared her first semester in a, like, I should say, she was a topper. So it takes a great courage, guys. Like, it takes immense courage for someone to go back and do something like this. And people around, there is always going to be negative energy around you when you're trying to do something which the majority doesn't accept. But once you're successful at it, the whole majority which was trying to put you down would now want to be a part of you. They would now want to take part in your victory. Like, one classic example is, like, I think many people would have faced this. So unless, when you're in your turmoils, when you're in your problems, like, the number of people who stand with you will be really, really small. And in fact, the number of people who put you down are much higher. But once you get through that, once you get through that part, once you get through that pain, and once you become successful, the same amount of people who are putting you down would be the first to who want a part of your victory. This is not so uncommon. I think like many of us would have faced incidents like this. And it's the point I'm trying to make here is it's really hard if you're interested, if you so badly want to do something and you have to stand against the crowd, if you have to stand outside and you have to do something of your own. It's really hard because there you're taking the responsibility for the consequences of your decision. So let's say like if she had chosen medicine and then like after she went back to college, if she was not interested in doing it, like she has to eat her own food. So it's like she has to eat her own decision. So she makes a responsible commitment there when she chose to do education, when she chose to do MBBS. So it's like you take the responsibility and you stick up to the consequences of it. So she stuck up to the consequences of her decision. The most important reason for me focusing this video on standing against the crowd through my friend as an example is because when you want to live the life of an independent woman, definitely 100% there will be instances where you will be all alone on one side and the entire world against you on the other side. And that's just outrightly scary. It's damn scary, girls. I'm just being plain honest here. It's very hard to be an independent woman if you don't have the courage to stand up for yourself or to stand out all against the crowd when the time calls for it. So be it like say you want to pursue higher education or you want to start a company, like there are always gonna be things where you have to stand up for yourself and you have to stand all alone. There definitely will be instances. So it's very, very, very important to know how to stand up for ourselves. Standing up for oneself, as ridiculously hard as it sounds, is totally worth it at the end of the day. And my friend I just spoke to you guys until now, she's definitely a real life Wonder Woman. I just want to conclude this video by saying that there is a Wonder Woman inside each one of you who's watching this video, and there is an Iron Man or a Batman inside every man who's watching this video. You just have to wake them up for you to achieve whatever you want to do, and I'm pretty sure that's possible because like we wouldn't have the celebrities that we're talking about today if they didn't wake the Wonder Woman, Iron Man and Batman inside them. So it's definitely possible to stand up for ourselves and achieve our dreams. It just depends on how badly we want it. So see you guys in my next video. See you soon. Bye bye.